Hey, it's great to see you again. Today it's another video about the Feiyu Tech AK2000. Today it's how to do the auto rotation. Hi, I'm Graham Simpson and I'm going to talk you through auto rotation on the Feiyu Tech AK2000. This is really straightforward and quick to set up. Now there's two ways of doing the auto rotation. So I'm going to go into the first option. The first option on this is rotation time. We set this. Now your pan is the horizontal turn, how quickly or slowly you want it to turn on there. So you just go into each option using the joystick and you can just up and down as you need. I'm just going to leave that there so I can demonstrate how quickly these things move in a second. Now interval mode is if you're doing a photo time lapse and only the photo time lapse. So interval is how long it's going to move before it stops, and then your dwell is how long it's going to stop at that position. So if you're doing a photo time lapse and you need a longer exposure, you could move it for 5 seconds and stop for 4 seconds. So you can kind of allow for the camera to stop moving just for a bit, take your photo and move on. The dwell must be lower than the interval at all times. But if, like the Panasonic GH4 and the GH5s, they've got VFR modes, so you can do a 2 frames a second time lapse as a video. You can actually set the dwell, interval and dwell to be 0. Now this doesn't stop. You'll have possibly seen one of my other videos where it had this stop and there was no way of changing it. Now, Feiyu Tech, thank you, have fixed this. So you need the interval and dwell if you're doing a photo time lapse or motion, but if you're just doing a video motion, then switch those two off and you'll have a clean, smooth transition. Now to go into and set your auto rotation, this is the basic one. Okay, so now it says initial point setting. So point A, press OK. We go to point B, press OK. That's it, easy. It's just moving from point A to the point B wherever you set it, and that's all it's doing, okay? But you can now do this differently. You can set your auto rotation, point A. I want point A to be there, okay? Now, before you get to point B, if I point it there and leave it for half a second, and now I'm going to point it there and leave it for half a second, and so on and so forth. That's my end point. It will now, it kind of smooths it out a little bit so it doesn't go necessarily, it'll get to point B, but it doesn't do it in a sort of doing a pinball kind of thing. It smooths it out. But now you have multiple destinations on your auto rotation, which is fantastic. So you can do a time lapse looking at different things, or if you're just doing a video and you want it to point out different things, this is how you do it. So as you can see there, it is now pointing back up and it will work its way to its next points. So you have to leave it that half a second. Very important that you don't hold it for that half a second because it doesn't quite register. You have to make sure it is motionless when you do it. And that's it. That is auto rotation in a nutshell. Simple, straightforward, fantastic for video if you're vlogging and out by yourself and you want a nice panning shot as you walk off. It's brilliant. I hope you found that helpful. If this is your first visit here, click the subscribe button below. That'd be really nice of you. Click the little bell icon if you want to be notified when I've posted a new video. And I hope to see you again in future videos. Cheers.